Hey everybody, it's Primus, and today we'll be taking a look at Transformers US Soccer Federation Breakaway, or as I like to call him, Socc-timus Prime. I mean, really, there's no way this wasn't intended to be Optimus Prime. I really think they're just keeping the trademark Breakaway, seeing as we had Revenge of the Fallen to Titan's Return 09-17, and then about the same time span for 17 to 26, Titan's Return to now. With Nexus Prime officially out and one of his core components being a left arm fighter jet named Breakaway, this really does feel like it was used to sneak in just under that 10-year limit. Taking a quick look at the box, we have an actual photo for once. That's surprising. Not really anything to say about it other than it's authentic. Alright, let's open them up. Fresh out of the box, Breakaway is mildly mistransformed. You just have to flip the heels out. I'm still a little hung up on his name. You may recognize him as codename Collab Kick. One of the leaks we've had for quite a while. But a breakaway is also a soccer term. It's the only sport I know anything about. I used to play it. I only know a couple of the biggest names. I don't follow any of the teams, but I do know that a breakaway in soccer is a one-on-one situation. You have your attacker moves toward the goal with only the goalie to beat. So basically, he's about to score. Speaking of, he comes with a ball. That keeps going. Oh my god, I have to go get that. He comes with a little soccer ball of his own. This is actually the only time I've ever seen this thing sit upright. It is unintentionally weighted. It has a nice USA tampograph here, but due to the hinge situation it's got, you put it on most surfaces and it's going to turn upside down, because that's where all the metal is. He does come with a couple other accessories, a stand on which you can put both him and the ball, as well as this piece. Now, unfortunately, Breakaway here does have one major flaw, and it's that he's a parts former. It only parts forms this, but they made no attempt to have it do anything. Much like the NFL collab figures, who have the mouth guard just attached to the back, this just kind of tabs in. He looks fine as is, maybe a little too round, but you're going to want to take the tabs at the bottom, put those in first, before just kind of tilting it up. It's not a good fit, and you don't want to put them in too far first either. Ooh, give me a sec. It's unfortunately a little snug, but you do have the Autobot symbol facing upright here. It's the only real thing keeping it from being the world's perfect pocket transformer. Normalize them. As mentioned, this blue piece can become a stand if you just put him on top of it. He's got 3mm holes at the bottom of his feet here. They just peg right on in, and this is especially useful because he doesn't have a flight stand port. I know there are flight stands with arms on them, but it's really a shame because he could really benefit from having that extra play value. Aerial poses, I think, are actually where this guy shines. The little soccer ball he comes with is also blast effect compatible. It's got a 3mm hole on it, and it can tab in right on top of the foot. That was an excellent decision. I would like for there to be some way for him to carry it in his hands. I know it's not a sport where you do that, just for more casual poses, but having it connect to the feet, brilliant. Being on the stand, he really makes me think of some sort of soccer trophy. I really appreciate this jersey aesthetic he's got going on. It has such a large amount of paint for what equates to a normal deluxe in price. I mean, this is a lot of tampagraphs for such a small dude. And he gets even smaller. This is a mass shifter. He really does pose quite well. It's just a shame that the base here is not a little bit wider, so he can have a bit better stability without bringing in a second display stand. And it would be really nice if he had a bit more upper range on his head, so he could, look at where he's aiming a bit better. This is part of what leads me to say that he really benefits from aerial poses. He just can only really look straight or down. Breakaway is surprisingly a little tall for a modern deluxe, being about a head taller than your average figure. For articulation, Breakaway sports a fair bit. Starting off with the feet, they do have a full 360 degrees of rotation and a little bit of wiggle in here. They're on a ball joint, but it's a bit limited by these little bumps in here. The feet can go forward and back, side to side with a fantastic ankle pivot. 90-degree bend at the knee. The knees can do that if you want them to. Limited thigh rotation. Legs can go forward, back, out to the side. 360-degree swivel at the waist. A hugely unexpected but highly appreciated ab crunch. Yes! Ball-jointed shoulders allow for 360-degree of rotation, a bit of in and out, and the way they are connected allows for them to have a little bit of backwards movement as well. The arms can swing back a little bit, 360 at the bicep. Elbows can also bend a straight 90 degrees. Wrists can swivel 360. And this head sculpt is gorgeous. I mean, this is Orion Pax right here. Socc-timus Prime. There's no getting around what they modeled it after, but, you know, it works. Now, the head is on a ball joint, so he can look down a little bit, but it's not actually using the ball part of that. It just wants to use the connection joint. But he does have 360 degrees at the head. Alright, transformation time! This is very interesting transformation with some stuff I'm not really accustomed to. Starting at the feet, we're going to take them and just rotate 180 while also flipping the heels inside. Come up to the shins, open them up from the inside, and flip in the knee spikes. Now we're going to connect them together using these 3 tabs and their corresponding holes. Just line it up and squish them together. Now we're going to take the legs, stick them straight back at the thigh, and rotate the waist 180. Next, coming up to the arms, push in on the fist. That will allow us to rotate it inward, and then collapse back into place. We're going to take the forearms and stick them straight back using these tabs into the appropriate slots, lining everything up. Next, sticking the arms what would be straight back, we're going to rotate at the shoulder 90 degrees forward. We're going to rotate the head 180, and this is where the weirdness begins. Come around to the back, and if you haven't already, go ahead and pop off the piece. Take the backpack and untab it, just shifting it up slightly. Now, I have a very difficult time doing this without applying pressure to the head, so I'm going to apply pressure to the head and on the back of the arms to open up the chest. Inside the chest, there's a tab, and it's going to go right in the back of the head. Just stick that in there. And this, I'm not quite sure how to describe. It's the only case of transform forward, back, and then forward again that I can immediately think of. So we're going to take the arms, rotate them to the back, and you see how that kind of moves the internal bits, separating them in a way they really shouldn't. That's, it makes me very uncomfortable. But we have now disengaged the arms. This allows us to take the piece they're on and rotate 180. But now we have to get the arms to the back side. So we must undo what we've just done and open the arms back up again before closing up the chest. Continuing to lift up the back piece, we're just going to let it kind of hover up top before transforming the arms, bringing them all the way to the back and connecting them together with this little tab right here. Wasn't that weird? I really enjoyed that. That's quite unique. Coming down now to the side, as you can see, we still have that back panel hovering. We're just going to have him squat and curl up upon himself before using this piece tabbing it in up here and in the back. Tabbing it in the back is going to help hold everything together. Nice. Coming back around to what was the front, we're going to come to the underside and hinge the feet down. Swing them around and tuck them in. Like that. Finally, we're going to take our near useless piece here and just cap it off. And there we go. And here we have them in truncated icosahedron mode, or football, soccer ball. Now that's a pocket transformer. He compacts stupid well. I love this. This is dangerously fun to throw, catch, just twirl around, mess around with. This thing has already rolled many places. It's crazy. Of course, the stand still works in ball mode, but if you're not a big fan of the US team, it's one right angle turn away to display the Autobot logo instead. Also included is storage for this little thing. It is quite difficult to open up. It's got this little grab notch for your nails, and I'm just going to destroy my nails doing that. So instead what I do is come back to the hinges, and there's actually the slightest gap on either side. I use that to wedge it open. Oh, give me a minute. Alright, I think I've got it started now. So we just come in there, open the seal, and spread it wide. The stand has built-in storage for this too. Just flip it around to the underside, and there is a 4mm peg on the inside of the ball. Just going to get that and peg it in there, and we're good to go. This thing really shrinks super well, and it pairs phenomenally with the other sports collaborative figures. I wouldn't quite say he's core class, but he's definitely smaller than your average deluxe in this mode. Size-wise, he's perfect for some of your larger MPs, but I can't see most people displaying them like this. The tampagraphs become a lot smoother in ball mode, and you really get to see that separation of all the different little panels comprising the ball. This is a good time. This panel here is, unfortunately, the worst of it. Or, actually, no, I'd say that is, fortunately, the worst of it. If that's all I really have to complain about, that's a real treat. He looks good, he poses well, left ankle might be a little loose, but it all still holds just fine. It's got a very creative section of the transformation that I seriously cannot think of another figure that does that. The paint apps and tampagraphs are many, his size becomes small, and overall, he's just a really fun time. Overall, I'd highly recommend this figure. I'd probably give him an 8 out of 10, maybe a little bit higher if this piece here did literally anything more than become a backpack. And maybe if it attached better as well. I'm just gonna... Don't forget to apply pressure right in here, or you're gonna have a rough time with that bit. Seriously, if it could become a shield or a weapon, just anything, that would be highly appreciated. So much better than just leaving it as is. Seriously though, if you see him, go check him out. He's awesome, and he's just super easy to carry everywhere with you. I heard some people saying that they think it should be turned into some sort of mini Primus, and, no. I don't know, I just really don't think this mold would do the character justice. Yeah, it becomes round, but so does Unicron, and nobody's asking for that from this mold. Really, I think he's just in a league of his own.
Wrong sport.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any notifications. This has been Primus, and I will catch you next time. Take care. What is this called? Kinda just thought I'd say it on the thing. Oops. Come on, Pulse. Load, you slut. Thank you. Yep, pretty sure next year's Breakaway is just going to be a retool of Slingshot here. I put an energy drink in my bubble and I regret nothing! Oh shit, I'm recording still. Okay,
He can hit that Spider-Man pose. Look at... Ah! Oh no.
I want to get away. I want to break away. He does happen to come with a few accessories. That didn't... Wow. That ball went far. For Articulation, Breakaway sports a fair bit. Here. Got it.
It's the ugly duckling.
He compacts stupid well, like a... Insert relatable reference. Bakugan. Bionicle Balrog. Neo Shifters. He compacts stupid well, like a Neo Shifters. Ow, ow, ow! I pulled a muscle in my back. It was hurting kind of weird, but like, woo! I'm on the ground now. Somebody help me. Full shiggy. Of course, the balls... This thing really shrinks super where... Where? This thing really shrinks super where... Well... He just moves on his own, dude. Well, if this video comes out, you know I'm good. Woo-hoo. Why? I can't believe Titan's Return Breakaway came back on the channel so soon. I really did not expect that.
Good, sir.
Whoa! This has been Primus, and I have run out of breath.